How you going, people? Well, this cop, I don't know if he used what I would call good tactics or not. I don't know why cops are jumping and hanging on cars. It never turns out good. He's being kind of portrayed as a hero. I mean, look, he tried to stop the dude from running off. Black driver, black cop, so media is not going to be covering this. There's no racial issue that the mean cop was harassing the poor black guy. In this video, you're going to notice he actually jumps in the car. The news report and everybody's saying he got dragged. I mean, is it semantics? Maybe. But he was dragged, but because he jumped in the car. Now, they're going to say he tried to reach in and take the keys and he was trapped and he couldn't let go. And sometimes that does happen. You react really quick, and then once you commit and the car starts going, you know, I tell you that story where me and my buddy, when we were kids, walk along railroad tracks, we jumped on a train, and it sped up, and we had to hang on for an hour until it slowed down another town. And then we had to call his brother to come get us because our dumb asses were jumping trains like fools. But anyway, sometimes you react instinctively, and then the car takes off, and it's going too fast, and you don't want to let go, so you're hanging on for self-preservation, not to be a hero. So, you know, good and bad. Should he have done it? Probably not. Was it intentional? I don't know. Was he trying to do the right thing and trying to stop the guy from getting away? Yeah. Should he have been dragged, and should this guy have done this? No. So there's no audio. I'll go ahead and play it because for some reason, I guess they don't have microphones. So it looks pretty cool. This guy's standing pretty relaxed. Oh, you can tell his actions immediate when it went from not okay to uh-oh. Watch the tail lights. If you're standing behind the car, you can usually see this as an indicator, but you still can't do much. So this guy really, does he jump in or was he trying to stop him? That's really the answer, or the question. I'm going to try and stop it. So right here, he's like, whoa, 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 whoa. They both instinctively grab. Do they think they're going to stop the car? No, but I mean, look, you know, I cracked on the pink ladies for doing that. You know, I tell people, yeah, if you always grab the handle of a car when it's trying to drive away, it'll stop. Everybody knows that it won't, but instinctively, people just do things like this. So he's reaching in. This guy isn't dragged. This guy is dragged. Why isn't this guy dragged? Because he doesn't hang on to something. He's not in the window. This guy's reaching inside the car. Had he just been reaching for the doorknob, he wouldn't have been dragged either. So, man, dangerous, dangerous, dangerous. And this guy drives like a freaking maniac when he's chasing him. I mean, this cop could have easily been dead. Smashed here. He hits a rearview mirror here. Bam! Ow, that hurt. Swerves over. This is probably where the cop grabbed his steering wheel and he hits that car and falls over. You would think he would be more in danger right here. So let's go by this frame by frame here. He goes across 3 lanes and then bounces off this van. This cop could have been smashed, could have fell off under that wheel of that van. This driver really needs to go to jail for attempted murder. But I know there's going to be some people out there, it's the cop's fault for grab. Look, I'm not saying the cop did a great job by grabbing, but I cut cops slack when they're trying to do the right thing. I don't cut them slack when they're not trying to do the right thing and they're just being jerks. So this guy's running. I don't know why. Cop rolls here. Luckily, this guy sees him and stops. And now this guy just drives like a freaking maniac. And I hate chasing people. I mean, it's fun to chase people. Don't get me wrong. But in traffic like this, I'm always so paranoid because you're like, damn, I don't want to hit anybody. You don't know what the driver's going to pull in front of you. It's a pain. So this guy pulls over here and footbells into this area here. He ends up getting caught. Wow, he jumped that pretty good. He's kind of like a track star. Rick, why you? Look at that. Ooh, doggies. I'm Superman. Yeehaw. Yeah, well. And now the
I'm
chief's going
Sergeant
to talk about
Parsons,
it.
the Public Information Officer for the Dunwoody Police Department. We wanted to take a minute to update the community on the incident that happened yesterday involving two of our police officers, one of them being dragged onto Interstate I-285. Shortly after 11:30 yesterday morning, Dunwoody police officers observed a silver 2019 Chevrolet Malibu in the area of Asher Dunwoody Road and Interstate 285. The driver was operating a handheld device in violation of the Georgia hands.
Okay, so all this because the guy talked on a phone. Now, cops are exempt from talking on the phone, from using the radio, and even using a computer while they drive in an emergency situation with lights and sirens going above the speed limit and violating all kind of laws because they're exempt from the rules of the road, the laws, and they're exempt and they can use the computer and talk on the phone when they do it. It's not dangerous for government to do it, but you can't even talk on your phone when you're driving safely with the speed limit. More government BS.
Free law. Our officers initiated a traffic stop, pulled the vehicle over, and began speaking with the driver, who's been identified as Mr. Derek Simpson. During the
Mr. Derek.
course of their investigation, Mr. Simpson went to put the vehicle into gear, at which time Dunwoody police Officer Nathan Daly, reached into the car in an attempt to stop Mr. Simpson from fleeing.
Okay, how many times in the history of police traffic stop has a cop reached in and stopped a guy from fleeing? I'm thinking it's less than 5%, and I've reached in a few of my cars, but I don't think I've been dragged. Maybe drove off a few feet and stopped or something, but not like this. It's not a good idea to reach in a car. Logically speaking, you shouldn't do it. You should try and train yourself not to do it. It's not worth it. But a lot of cops do it.
Mr. Simpson hit the gas pedal, and Officer Daly was trapped partially in the car, holding on as Mr. Simpson fled towards Interstate I-285.
I'm not so sure he was trapped. I'm pretty sure he could have let go and fell off, but he didn't want to. Survival said hang on.
On the entrance ramp to 285, Officer Daly's body struck another vehicle as Mr. Simpson passed vehicles that were stopped on the entrance
Right there is where he hits that rearview mirror. Bam. He could have been smashed there.
ramp. Once
Ouch.
on Interstate 285, Mr. Simpson
Woo!
swerved to the left, striking a white van with Officer Daly's body in between.
this dude's like, damn, there's a cop chasing that car. He's hanging on. The hell?
Officer Daly fell off the vehicle and rolled onto Interstate.
Now, a lot of people want to say, why didn't the cop stop and help the cop? Dude, if some dude does that to me, I want the dude caught. I don't want you helping me. Go help him. Hopefully good citizens or someone else will stop and help. I'm not stopping to help a cop if I'm going to let the guy get away. And I wouldn't want a cop to stop and help me. I want the dude caught.
Interstate 285. Other Dunwoody police officers pursued Mr. Simpson down 285 West into Sandy Springs.
Who thinks this guy's a danger to the public? When's deadly force authorized? When somebody uses that force, which can cause serious bodily injury and or death. You think this guy's a danger to the public? You think what he just did to that cop makes him a dangerous person? Is he a fleeing felon right now? Absolutely. Is he a fleeing violent felon? Absolutely. Could the cop shoot him in the back?
Where he was involved
Legally?
in a multi-vehicle crash just
Absolutely.
before Roswell Road. Mr. Simpson crawled out of the vehicle and began running towards the...
I think the cop is 100% justified shooting him. But Ricky's not armed. He is still a danger to the public. He is going to do anything. He's already demonstrated he'll do anything. He's going to carjack a car. He's going to steal a car. He's going to hold somebody hostage. He may have a gun or a knife and he's going to hurt somebody. Deadly force is authorized. I wouldn't have a big problem with him shooting him right now. Rick, you're just a big jackboot. Look, whatever, I'm telling you. It's legally justified. It's just morally justified in the officer in public opinion. He is a violent fleeing felon, and the law absolutely says you can shoot somebody in the back running away if they are a violent fleeing felon and you're concerned about your safety or others. I am concerned about anybody this guy comes in contact next because he will do anything to get away. And he is putting somebody in danger as soon as he contacts somebody.
The woods adjacent to I-285 and was pursued by a Dunwoody police officer. The Dunwoody police officer captured Mr. Simpson a short time later and took him into custody. Officer Daly was transported to the hospital by Dunwoody police officers where he received treatment and was released hours later.
This guy's got a pretty good attitude for just getting dragged. He looks like he's banged up a bit, but he's got a good attitude. When he first says, I'm taking donation, I'm like, dude, are you serious? You're going to try and get freaking money for it? And then he throws in the cupcakes and cookies.
Everyone, it doesn't, well, it does look as bad as it feels, but you know me, I will bounce back 10 times stronger. Little knick-knack. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your support. And I accept donations in the form of sweets, cookies, chocolate chip cookies, cupcakes with sprinkles, vanilla, or red velvet.
He forgot freaking donuts, dude. What kind of cop are you? Anyways, got a good attitude, good into the story, bad guys in jail, he's alright. Man, don't reach in vehicles. I mean, I know a lot of parents who said, if you got my kid, I'm hanging on that vehicle. If you end up dying, you can't help your child. But I get it. Sometimes instincts you just override good thought out decisions. All right, we'll end it there.